My name is Meyers. I'm the co-founder of Sincera. We call ourselves a metadata company. And really what we do is we collect a lot of interesting, novel signals about what's happening in digital advertising and work primarily with ad tech companies to help them build and optimize their products to use novel and diverse signals. I have to admit I was a little bit surprised. I thought this one was going to stick. I thought we were finally going to see cookie deprecation. I still think that we will on some sort of a timeline, but I was a little bit surprised, and I think, like many other people, maybe a little bit disappointed. There's been so much anticipation and planning around these timelines, so I think when they're shifted, it is impactful. So in some ways it might be nice to have a little bit more time to plan, but I think a lot of the industry is ready, or at least believes they're ready for what's next. I think there's likely going to be some chaos and confusion. I think the silver lining of that is there's also going to be a lot more diversity in the ecosystem. Instead of kind of hanging on to the cookie-based targeting and measurement, I think we'll see a proliferation of different approaches to addressability and different approaches to understanding the measurement side of ad spend. So my hope is that we'll start to see more and more of those seeds start to sprout after cookies are deprecated, and we'll see an ecosystem that is as diverse as all of the different properties and companies that comprise the open internet, rather than sort of the one-size-fits-all, audience-based, cookie-based. I think the biggest opportunity removing cookies brings is it allows for room for experimentation and adoption of novel approaches that better fit a publisher or a brand advertiser or someone else who might be in the middle. Rather than kind of having to tailor what they do to the availability of cookies and optimizing towards cookie-based tactics, they're able to more freely experiment, and in some cases it might be embracing contextual approaches. In other cases it might be going on board with different forms of identity, be they deterministic or probabilistic. But I think taking cookies out of the picture allows for more space of this kind of diversity, which is, to me, the big differentiator between the walled gardens and other channels like the open internet, the open web. I think that there's been so much excitement behind CTV as a new and evolving channel, and I think in some ways it's lagged behind the different transparency and control and targeting and measurement that we've enjoyed on the web and in some other channels. So to me, there's so much growth, there's so much excitement around CTV, but I think to realize and sort of live up to that promise, we probably need to see evolution and improvement in terms of addressability in that channel as well. So there are a lot of exciting things happening on CTV, but I think so much is sort of in the planning and early stages. I really want to see more of that take root and live up to the potential of what everyone hopes it will be. I heard a lot of people tell me beforehand, make a plan, don't just kind of fly by the seat of your pants. We have an incredible chief of staff who's really kept us on track, came up with the plan, is holding us to the plan, and I can definitely say that's great advice. Take that advice. Don't just kind of try to figure out as you go, especially if you're not a French speaker like I am. So make a plan. It's really, really nice to have so many of our customers and partners and other folks in the industry in one place. The only other time I've sort of felt the similar density was when I used to go to New Mexico pre-COVID. But I will say, sorry to Mexico, the environment and the weather in Cannes is definitely an advantage over Cologne in sometimes rainy, cold weather. So I think it's a great environment for seeing kind of all the friendly faces and new faces.